The Man Who Was Thursday. Gilbert Keith Chesterton. In a romantic and strange corner of London called Saffron Park, Lucian Gregory, an anarchist poet whose long fiery curls, combined with a coarse chin, suggested the connection of an angel and a monkey, and Gabriel Syme, a young man in a smart suit, with a graceful blonde beard and also a poet. Creativity is true anarchy, and anarchy is true creativity, Gregory preached. I know a different kind of poetry, the poetry of human norm and order, replied Syme. And what you say is just an artistic exaggeration. Ah, that's how it is. Give me your word that you will not inform the police, and I will show you something that will completely convince you of the seriousness of my words. Excuse me, I won't report it to the police. In the small cafe where Gregory brought Syme, the table they were sitting at is suddenly lowered into the dungeon by a mysterious mechanism. The walls of the bunker are cast with a metallic sheen. They are so hung with bombs, guns, and pistols that there is no free space left. In a minute, a meeting of desperate anarchist terrorists is to be held here. In the European Council of Anarchy, whose 7 members bear the names of the days of the week and are presided over by Sunday, at today's meeting, a new Thursday should be elected to replace the one who left, and it should be Gregory. Gregory, I am flattered that you, trusting my word, revealed your secret to me. Give me your word that if I open mine to you, you will keep it as strictly as I intend to do it. I give you my word. Fabulous. I'm a police agent from the anti-anarchist department. Damn. At the meeting, Syme, posing as a representative of Sunday himself, rejects Gregory's candidacy and proposes himself instead. In vain, Gregory grinds his teeth and throws indistinct, furious remarks. Syme becomes Thursday. At one time, he became a police agent because he was fascinated by the metaphysical idea of fighting anarchism as a universal evil. The organizer and head of a special department, consisting of detectives philosophers, a man whom no one had ever seen for reasons of super-conspiracy. All meetings took place in absolute darkness, accepted him for this fantastic service. Now extraordinary luck allows Syme to attend a meeting of the council dedicated to the upcoming assassination in Paris of both the President of France and the visiting Russian Tsar. Every member of the anarchist council has some kind of dark oddity, but Sunday is the strangest and even nightmarish. This is a man of unusual appearance. He is huge, like an inflated ball, elephantine. His thickness surpasses any imagination. According to the extraordinary rules of conspiracy introduced on Sunday, the meeting takes place in full view of the public, on the balcony of a luxurious restaurant. With a hellish appetite, Sunday devours huge portions of gourmet food, but refuses to discuss the assassination attempt, since among them, he announces, is a police agent. Syme can hardly contain himself, expecting failure, but Sunday points to Tuesday. Tuesday, a desperate terrorist with the appearance of a savage, originally from Poland, and with the surname Gogol, is deprived of his wig and expelled with terrible threats. On the street, Syme discovers that he is being followed. It's Friday, Professor de Worms, a feeble old man with a long white beard. But as it turns out, he moves unusually quickly. It is simply impossible to run away from him. Thursday takes refuge in a cafe, but Friday is suddenly at his table. Confess you are a police agent, just like Tuesday and just like me. The professor shows a blue card from the anti-anarchist department. Syme presents his own, relieved. They go to Saturday. Dr. Bull, a man whose face is distorted by terrible black glasses, forcing them to build the most terrible assumptions about the criminality of his nature. But it turns out that if Saturday takes off his glasses for a minute, everything magically changes. The face of a nice young man appears, in which Tuesday and Thursday immediately recognize their own. Blue cards presented. Now already 3 enemies of anarchism are rushing in pursuit of Wednesday. This is the Marquis of St. Eustache, whose appearance reveals the mysterious vices inherited from time immemorial. It is he, apparently, entrusted with a criminal action in Paris. Having overtaken him on the French coast, Syme challenges the Marquis to a duel, during which it turns out that Wednesday's appearance is a skillful make-up, and under it is a London police inspector, the owner of a secret agent's blue card. Now there are 4 of them, but they immediately find that they are being pursued by a whole crowd of anarchists, led by Gloomy Monday, the secretary of the Anarchy Council. What follows unfolds like a true nightmare. The crowd of pursuers is becoming more and more numerous, and those from whom this could not have been expected, those who first assisted the unfortunate persecuted policeman, an old Breton peasant, a respectable French doctor, the head of the gendarmerie of a small town, go over to the side of the enemy. The truly omnipotent power of the criminal Sunday is revealed. Everything is bought, everything is corrupted, everything collapses, everything is on the side of evil. The noise of a crowd of pursuers is heard. Horses rush, shots crackle, bullets whistle, a car crashes into a lamppost, and finally a triumphant Monday declares to the detectives, "You are under arrest," and presents a blue card. He pursued them, believing that he was chasing anarchists. Those who have returned to London for all 6 days of the week, Tuesday joins them, hope to cope together with the terrible Sunday. When they arrive at his house, he exclaims, "Have you guessed who I am?" "I'm the man in the dark room who hired you as a detective." Then the giant fat man jumps lightly from the balcony, bounces like a ball, and quickly jumps into the cab. 3 cabs with detectives are rushing in pursuit. Sunday makes funny faces at them and manages to throw notes, the content of which boils down to something like, "I love you, I kiss you, but I stick to my old opinion. Your Uncle Peter," or something like that. Next, Sunday performs the following spectacular attractions. He jumps on the go from a cab to a fire truck, deftly, like a huge gray cat, climbs over the fence of the London Zoo, rushes through the city on an elephant, maybe this is his best number, and finally rises to air in the balloon gondola. God, how strange this man is. So thick and so light, it is like an elephant and a balloon, and somewhat like a ringing and bright fire truck. The 6 are now wandering without a road through the London suburbs, looking for the place where the balloon has landed. They are tired, their clothes are dusty and torn, and their thoughts are filled with the mystery of Sunday. Everyone sees it differently. Here there is fear and admiration and bewilderment, but everyone finds in it breadth, likeness to the fullness of the universe, the spill of its elements. But here they are met by a servant in livery, inviting Mr. Sunday to the estate. They rest in a beautiful house. They are dressed in magnificent multicolored masquerade symbolic clothes. They are invited to a table set in a marvelous Garden of Eden. Sunday appears. He is calm, quiet, and full of dignity. The dazzling simplicity of truth is revealed before them. Sunday is the rest of the Lord. This is the 7th day, the day of the fulfilled creation. He embodies the completion of order in apparent disorder, in the joy and triumph of the ever-renewing norm. And they themselves are the days of work, weekdays, which in the eternal run and pursuit deserve rest and peace. Before them, before the inexorable clarity of order, the metaphysical rebel anarchist, the red-haired Lucifer, Gregory, bows in the end, and the great Sunday grows, expanding, merging with the fullness of God's world. How strange that this dream should have visited the poet Gabriel Syme while he was calmly walking along the avenues of the Saffron Park, chatting about trifles with his friend, the red-haired Gregory, but the clarity found in this dream did not leave him, and thanks to it suddenly I saw a red-haired girl by the trellis of the garden in the light of dawn, tearing lilacs with the unconscious grandeur of youth in order to put the bouquet on the table when it was time for breakfast.